Hi guys, my name is Caitlin Soule. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist who specializes in using cognitive behavioral therapy and positive psychology to help people like you heal from anxiety and just do the work of personal growth and live their best life. In this video, I'm going to share some anxiety truth bombs that will help you heal and will help you ultimately change your outlook on anxiety. In my experience, before we can gain the skills and tools we need to heal from anxiety, we first need to consider our approach or our outlook on anxiety and shift that. So, if you follow me on social media, on my Instagram page at mother_more, or you listen to my podcast or have worked with me in person, you've likely heard me say the goal isn't to get rid of anxiety, but instead to learn to live well with it. So why do I say that? Because it's true, right? But let's unpack that for a second. Why is it true? Anxiety is essential to life. So for the sake of keeping it simple and not going into the whole flight, fight, or freeze response, or the neurological things that happens when we're faced with fear-provoking situations, let's just say it's essential to survival. Anxiety keeps us alive, okay? Also, it's essential to performance. It's essential to helping us prepare for big life changes, big transitions, and big events. So anxiety is crucial to survival and it's crucial to our success. Also, it signals us when something's wrong in our body, so it is purposeful in that sense. So if our hope is to then get rid of it because it sometimes feels really bad, we are already setting ourselves up for failure, because anxiety is something that we all hold and we cannot get rid of it. So we're also then feeding the false belief that anxiety is bad, quote unquote, and we need to do something to get rid of it. So when we do things like avoid, numb, or turn away from, we are actually feeding the false belief that we need to do something to get rid of this feeling, which creates unhealthy cycles and patterns. So let's shift, and I want you to shift with me, okay? What if instead, think about this, what if instead of the goal being to get rid of anxiety, we set the goal of, drumroll, learning to live well with worry. Learning to live well with worry. We can't control it. It's there. It's going to show up in our life. So let's learn to live well with it. You with me? Okay, good. Here's the thing. Before we can really get into the how of coping better with anxiety, which I'm going to go into more in my course that's coming out soon, I want to get into sharing a few truths about anxiety that will help you actually make this mindset shift from getting rid of to living well with. Okay, so here are my anxiety truth bombs. Let's dive into it. Anxiety is crucial and critical to survival. I already covered that one, so I'm not going to say anything else about that. Number 2, some people experience more false alarms than others, which creates problematic anxiety. And this is a result of nature, nurture, genetics, and sometimes, but not always, a combination of all three. Truth number 3, the more we resist it, the more it will persist. I want you to do this quick exercise with me. You may have heard it before, but if not, it's really helpful to help you consider that this idea of what we resist will persist. So I want you to try to not think of an elephant. Okay, what just happened? You thought of an elephant, right? That's because you were trying not to think of the elephant. That's a lot like how it works with anxiety. If we try not to think about our anxiety or face it, it actually will find a way to come into our brain and into our lives more frequently and more powerfully. So what we resist will persist. The next one, the more we seek reassurance, the more we actually feed our anxiety. Okay, so the more we look for reassurance around, whether that's asking friends or family members if you said that thing right, or they think you did a good job, or if you look okay, or if you stumbled on your words, or if they think you have a brain tumor, the more we seek that reassurance, the more we actually feed the belief, again, that we need to do something in order to get rid of our anxiety, which then amps up the anxiety. Okay? The next one, this is really the foundation of cognitive behavioral therapy. Our thoughts influence our feelings, and then our feelings influence our behaviors. So that cognitive triad of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, I know I'm doing a very good triangle here. Thoughts, feelings, and behaviors is so critical. I'm going to dive so much deeper into that when I do the course. The next one is welcoming is key. Welcoming is so key. Practice welcoming the feelings and sensations that come up in your body and in your mind when you are experiencing anxiety. You can do this by coming up with a power phrase. I think this is a really great way to start this work. Coming up with a power phrase like, come on in. You can come along for the ride, but you don't get to be in the driver's seat. That's just an example of one that I've taught people to use. So come on in, anxiety, you're here anyway. You can come along for the ride, but you don't get to be in the driver's seat. So welcoming is key. The next one, holding space for gratitude and mindfulness will help you heal. When it comes to anxiety treatment, I'm not looking for mindfulness practices like meditation or breath work to necessarily relax the body, although there are wonderful physiological benefits of doing relaxation work. Instead, I'm looking to help people shift their attention to the present moment, because anxiety cannot really truly exist in the present. Anxiety is future focused and past focused. So when we're in the present moment and we get to practice this through mindfulness exercises and through gratitude expressions, we can't be anxious, right? So mindfulness exercises, meditation, breath work, and gratitude can be incredibly healing. How about holding gratitude for anxiety? That sounds crazy, right? But this idea that we get to be human and that anxiety is a very just human emotion that we have the privilege of experiencing. We get to experience a gamut of emotions. We get to experience beautiful, great ones, and we get to experience the in-between ones and then the really challenging ones. But all that means we're here and we're walking on this earth, and isn't that something to be grateful for? Okay, so this is just the beginning. Some truth bombs that will hopefully have you consider shifting your perspective on anxiety. I'm going to I've developed a webinar that's about to launch soon called Living Well with Worry that will do a deeper dive into these concepts and then also teach you the specific skills you need to start working on this stuff in your daily life. But remember, it's a journey with twists, turns, setbacks. All that's normal. Start-agains, and that's just a part of life, right? But it doesn't mean that you need to stop just because it's not going as fast as you'd like it to. So keep on keeping on. There's so much goodness on the other side of doing the work that you need to heal. If you want to find out more about the work I do, head over to my website, which is petalumacbt.org. Sign up for my CBT mail. You'll get weekly emails with tips and tools on dealing with anxiety and just sort of some motivational thoughts or inspirations about life. Cheers. I hope you have a beautiful day. And like my friend Kimberly Quinlan says, it's a great day to do hard things.